Okay, so you guys have sent in like a ton of messages about the UFO stuff going on
No.
over New Jersey and New York.
Yeah.
It's like every day there's something new.
Right.
And we're going to dive into that today. Welcome to the deep dive, everyone.
Yeah, great to be here.
So I've been looking into these reports, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like you were just saying, we've got like two main things kind of happening at the same time, right?
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
So we've got these, what people are calling mystery drones, right?
Right.
And then you've got like these, I guess, documented UFO sightings.
Exactly.
So what do you make of all this? Like, where do we even start with all this? It's kind of wild, right?
Well, let's start with the drones, I guess, because it feels like that's kind of like...
Yeah, that's like the grounding point. Like, we know those are...
Yeah, we know drones exist.
They're real, right?
Right, but these are very different.
Like, what's so strange about these drones?
Well, I mean, they're being described... A lot of the reports are saying that they're huge, right?
Oh, wow.
Like, much bigger than you would expect for, like, your average, like...
Like your hobby drone.
Exactly, like your hobby drone.
Yeah.
They also are being reported with these bright lights, like flashing lights.
When they're trying to be stealthy?
No, it seems like they're not.
It's weird, right?
It is weird. It's very strange. And then the other thing is that, they're being seen at, like, all hours of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty spooky. That's a little unsettling to me.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think what's even more unsettling is where some of these drones are being seen.
Okay, so where are we talking about?
Well, for instance, there have been reports of drones being spotted near the Picatinny Arsenal.
Okay, wait, hold on. That's a military base, right?
It is. It's a major military research facility.
Okay, so what are the implications of that?
Well, I mean, that's where it starts to get a little scary, right?
Yeah.
Because then you have to start thinking about, okay, what are these drones doing?
Right.
Are they trying to spy on military operations?
Right, reconnaissance.
Exactly. Could they be, doing something to try and disrupt operations there?
Wow.
Like, could they be jamming signals? I mean, in a worst case scenario, you have to think, could these things even be carrying,
Weapons.
Weapons. Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it really raises a lot of concerns. And without more information, it's difficult to really know what we're dealing with.
That's really scary. And I mean, we also have, right, like, I mean, we can't ignore the reports about the drones near Trump's golf course.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's a whole other layer to this, right? Like,
what could that possibly be about?
Right.
Right. It really does make you wonder, about the motives behind all this, right?
Are we talking about, just some reckless hobbyist who's kind of pushing the limits of where they can fly their drone?
Right.
Or is this something, something more organized, something more deliberate, and again, potentially, even malicious? We just don't know.
Right. It's like, is there some kind of connection there? We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's really creepy. So we've got these mystery drones, right, flying around doing who knows what.
Right.
But then we also have like these documented UFO sightings.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what makes a UFO sighting documented?
Well, I think in this case, when we say documented, we mean that it's not just, one person saw something weird in the sky, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about cases where there are multiple witnesses,
Yeah.
where there's maybe even, photographic or video evidence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And even, instances where experts have actually looked at this stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And they've been able to rule out, conventional explanations.
So, like, what kind of conventional explanations?
Like, oh, it was just an airplane, or it was a weather balloon, or,
Swamp gas.
Yeah, right. Or like some weird atmospheric thing, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about cases where those explanations, like, just don't fit.
Okay, so it's like they've kind of exhausted all the other possibilities, and they're like, well, we don't know what this is.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and there seems to be a lot of these documented sightings happening.
Yeah, and I think what's really interesting too is that it's not just like, some niche group of UFO enthusiasts who are reporting these.
No.
It's like everyday people.
Yeah, like I've seen all the pictures and stuff on, on social media, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, people are just going about their day, and then they see something strange in the sky.
And they whip out their phone.
Exactly, and they capture it on video, and then it's, it's all over social media. It's really quite fascinating.
It's crazy. It's like, it's really happening. Like it's getting hard to ignore.
And I think what really like takes it to another level is that even, the White House and the Pentagon have been briefed on this stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, that's how seriously they're taking these sightings.
Okay.
That they've actually gone to the trouble of briefing the top levels of government on this. And what's even more interesting is that they've ruled out the possibility that these are like U.S. military drones or foreign military drones.
So it's not like secret government stuff.
Right. It's not like some secret black ops program that we just don't know about.
Oh, wow.
It really does make it even more mysterious.
Yeah, it really is.
And I think that's why it's capturing so much attention, right? It's like there's this real sense of mystery here. Like, we don't know what this is.
Right. And so, like, I mean, we've got a mystery. What's the public reaction been to all this?
Well, I think there's a mix of concern and fear, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's understandable, right?
Of course.
When you're seeing these things that you can't explain, and they're in the sky above you, it's only natural to feel a little bit uneasy.
Yeah, like I would feel uneasy.
And I think a lot of people are just looking for answers, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that, there aren't really any clear explanations yet, it's just fueling a lot of speculation.
Right, and anxiety.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that Congressman Chris Smith, I believe, has been like pretty vocal.
Yeah.
About demanding like answers from the Pentagon.
Right.
And I think even the FBI has asked the public to like help them with the investigation, right?
Yeah, which is really interesting, right? Yeah. Because it shows how seriously law enforcement is taking this as well.
Yeah.
That they're actually, reaching out to the public and saying, hey, if you've got any information, anything you've seen, anything you've captured, please share it with us because we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah. So we've got like, all levels of government are involved now. The public is getting, a little freaked out.
Yeah.
What do you make of all this?
Well, I think that's what makes it so fascinating, right? It's like we're seeing this mystery unfold in real time.
It's like a true crime documentary almost.
It is.
Yeah.
Except, we don't have the answers yet.
Yeah.
And I think it really just reminds us that there's still so much that we don't understand about the world around us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that the unknown can be both, intriguing and unsettling.
That's a great way to put it.
At the same time.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's kind of recap what we've learned today, right?
Yeah.
We've got these mysterious drones flying around, right, near sensitive areas.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a security threat, maybe not, but it's definitely weird.
It's suspicious.
It is suspicious, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have these documented UFO sightings that no one seems to be able to explain.
Yeah, and even after investigations.
Yeah,
right?
even like the government's looked into it. They're like, well, we don't know.
We got nothing.
And then you've got the public, and the public's like understandably freaking out a little.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess, the question for everyone listening at home is, what do you make of this?
Yeah, I mean, given all this ambiguity, what theories, what explanations can you come up with?
Yeah, what's going on up there over in New Jersey and New York? What do you guys think?
That's a good question. Don't have the answer.
Yeah, it's really wild. So I guess, for everyone at home, just keep your eyes on the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep those cameras ready.
And let us know what you see.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. You might be the one to crack this whole thing open.
That's right.
So, yeah. We'll be back next time with another deep dive. Until then, stay curious.
Absolutely.